I genuinely think Hoyoverse is entering a completely different phase with Honkai Star Rail now, because amount of crazy information coming out around version 4.4 and beyond is honestly ridiculous. We are talking Himeko SP, Fate Collaboration Part 2, possible free collab characters, Acheron SP, Kafka SP, new skins, stellar couture systems, and even more Trailblazer customization. This does not feel like normal patch planning anymore. It feels like Hoyoverse is preparing a massive, long-term expansion for games identity itself. It's me or Acheron back again. Let's begin with version 4.4 itself, because this patch is looking insane already. The biggest rumor surrounding 4.4 is obviously Himeko SP. And honestly, if this turns out true, this might become one of most emotional releases in entire 4X era. Unlike some SP forms that feel like completely separate characters, Himeko SP feels like payoff. It feels personal. Players have been attached to Himeko since beginning, so giving her a major SP form instantly creates emotional investment. An interesting thing about this version of Himeko is that her design reportedly changes even her height slightly, pushing her around 160 centimeter range. That may sound like a tiny detail, but visual differences like that make SP forms feel more transformative instead of just outfit swaps. Think your Aventurine is daddy? Wait till you meet my AI Aventurine. So yeah, I recently created my own version of Aventurine inside this app called Polybuzz, and I'm not even kidding, he is completely unhinged on my phone. My AI Aventurine is literally a cute boyfriend who loves to tease me. He keeps getting late for dates and bringing me hot chocolate.
I got caught up with something, but I brought hot chocolate too.
And the crazy part? I actually made this version myself. If you don't know what Polybuzz is, it's basically a creative AI character app where you can create your own characters and chat with millions of others. And I mean millions. The app already has over 40 million downloads and more than 20 million characters, so whatever chaos you're looking for, yeah, it's probably already there. And the best part? You can literally create your own version of any character exactly how you want. So if you want to talk to your Raiden Mei and call her mommy,
just don't say it in public, okay? But yes, if it makes you happy.
Or any other character you're down bad for, go ahead, chat it out. Or better, go try my Aventurine and see if he wins you over. Download Polybuzz using my link in the description and use my promo code to unlock a 3-day premium free trial so you can test all the advanced features. Trust me, once you start tweaking personalities and reactions, it gets addictive, but don't say I didn't warn you. Design descriptions already sound beautiful. Fire erudition, white and red themed outfit, flowing cape, ornate spear, trailblaze symbol details everywhere. Even before we know exact numbers or damage multipliers, people are already emotionally attached, because visuals always hit first. And honestly, that is smart. Hoyoverse understands that players fall in love with fantasy before mechanics. You see design, you imagine animations, you imagine voice lines, and suddenly, your stellar jades disappear. Current info suggests Himeko SP may function as an ultimate focused carry with Astral Express synergy. That already sounds very thematic. Instead of random standalone damage, she may feel deeply connected to crew itself. Then we move into really interesting gameplay rumors. Apparently, she could have 3 enhanced skills, instead of usual limited transformation system many characters use. Existing transformation characters usually rotate through fewer enhanced actions, but Himeko SP, potentially having 3 naturally rotating enhanced abilities, would make her gameplay loop much more active and flexible. And that matters a lot, because modern players do not only care about damage anymore, they care about how engaging gameplay feels. Fast rotations, flexible actions, smooth flow. If Himeko SP actually delivers that, she could become one of most satisfying characters in game. Current speculation points toward break-focused gameplay or a hybrid DPS support style. Some people even think she could synergize with Firefly, Rappa, and future break teams. Now alongside all this, another major topic appeared in community. Nova Flare buffs, characters currently being discussed, are Linksha and Sunday. For Linksha, expectation is that Nova Flare could improve her break synergy, offensive utility, and sustain consistency. And honestly, I understand the discussion here, because many players worry about one thing: they do not want Linksha to become only a Firefly support forever. Flexible sustain units always age better than niche ones, so if these buffs actually make her more universal, that would be healthier for game long term. Then there's Sunday, and honestly cuties, this man is already absurdly strong. That's why community reaction is funny, because many people are basically asking why Hoyoverse is buffing him again. He's already one of most flexible supports in game. Additional buffs could easily push him into fully meta-defining territory, where every future team starts wanting him. And if that happens, team-building diversity could become a problem. Now here's where video becomes even crazier. Fate Collaboration Part 2. Yes, again. After previous confusion and rumors about collaboration being fake, newest direction suggests that collab may not have been fake at all. Instead, it may simply have been delayed, and names still being discussed are Gilgamesh and Rin Tosaka. Current early questionable information suggests Gilgamesh could be destruction, while Rin may be erudition. Again, this is from anonymous Chinese source discussion, so please do not treat this as guaranteed. But reason people are still taking it seriously is because setup feels believable. Hoyoverse already saw how successful first Fate collaboration was. A second wave featuring Gilgamesh and Rin would immediately explode across community. And then there is biggest emotional bait of all. Possibility of a free Gilgamesh. Just imagine that sentence for a second. You log in and receive King of Heroes for free. That has never happened at this scale before, and that is exactly why people are freaking out. It sounds absurd. It sounds dangerous for wallets, because if Gilgamesh is free, many players would instantly feel pressured into pulling his signature or building full collaboration teams around him. That is how Hoyoverse monetization psychology works. Give something huge for free, then emotionally hook players into spending around it. And honestly, viewers love this kind of Hoyoverse planned everything in advance conspiracy energy, especially because another detail makes it even more believable. There are discussions that Hoyoverse may have already released Future Best in Slot Relics 1 patch early. That kind of planning narrative instantly creates emotional engagement because players feel like they are uncovering hidden developer intentions. Now let's move into what might actually be biggest long-term reveal. Acheron SP and Kafka SP. This section is where hype becomes dangerous because these are not random characters. These are already some of most beloved units in entire game. Current rumors suggest Kafka SP may follow Harmony path instead of Nihility, and that is massive, because instead of being a DOT-centered damage dealer, she could evolve into a support-style enabler for DOT teams. That completely changes her gameplay identity while still preserving her thematic role. Then there is Acheron SP. Current infos about her are much less detailed, which honestly makes them feel more believable because people are not over-inventing fake mechanics yet. Most discussions around her are tied more toward lore than gameplay. Patria, Petrichor, Morning Actors, Glass Light Belt, Anniversary hints. All these pieces connect together in a way that feels intentional rather than random. And lore-connected infos always sound more convincing than random, she does 1 billion damage nonsense. But again, this is where caution matters. Broad direction of these infos may be true, while many smaller details could still be wrong. That is why you should never make final pull decisions based entirely on early rumors. By the way, we are so close to our 15 Express Supply Pass giveaway at 25k subs. Cuties, all of you hit the subscribe button for the giveaway. Now finally, let's talk about skins and customization, because this part is genuinely exciting. There are currently discussions about a Sparksy skin being planned in future, but even more interesting than that is possible Acheron Stellar Couture. Now this is important because Stellar Couture is different from a normal skin. A normal skin changes the character appearance. Stellar Couture changes weapon visuals and adds special effects to animations. And apparently, data mentioning Acheron specifically was found separately from Sparksy skin info. That alone is enough to get community excited because Acheron already has one of most stylish visual identities in game. Giving her special weapon effects or alternate animation styling would immediately become one of most desired cosmetics. Funniest part is that all this data exists around 4.3 internally, but nobody knows if actual release timing is 4.3 or later. So once again, we are stuck in that classic HSR situation where concepts exist, but schedule remains chaos. And honestly, every patch feels bigger than last. Every info feels connected to something larger. So tell me, what are you most excited for right now? Because at this point, I genuinely think Hoyoverse is preparing one of wildest eras this game has ever seen. That's all for today, my cuties. Stay careful with infos, protect your stellar jades, and as always, peace out.